Where it is?
Yeah. So I'm gonna get started, so we'll afterwards. You got anywhere you like. Yeah. So we'll turn to page 14. So this is a new one I'm adding. We'll see if this works. Yedi nefesh avarachaman, Yedi nefesh avarachaman, Meshokavtach Yalalalay Eretzona, Meshokavtach I lost my place. Meshokavtach Yalalalay Eretzona, Yarotzavtach Kemoayal, Istachavei Yadadadai Muladara, Yeralo Yedidutach Minofetzuv Yadadadai Vechotam. Good evening, Shabbat Shalom, welcome. I pray that after a week of crowds and noise, we find peace on Shabbat, to find the time to be together and to listen to ourselves, to find the hidden beauties and the possibilities as we break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and others and reach towards the holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. We'll turn to page 15. Shana akut vedor Omar am toev levavhem Vehela yadu derachai Asher nishbati v'yapi Imivon avanuchati. So we turn the page and we'll sing together on 16. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Shemahu, Basru miyom le'yom Yeshuato. Zachru b'goyim kevodo b'chol ha'amim niflotav. Ki gadol Adonai, umulal me'yon. Adonai Shamayim Asa Od V'Hadam Kavod Adonai, Mishpachot Ami, Kavod Adonai, Kavod V'Hozai, Kavod Adonai, Kavod Shemo. How did I just got off again? This is why I usually let the cantor do it. Okay, we'll go to Hishtachavo. Hishtachavo l'Adonai b'chadrat kodesh, Hilo mipanav kol haaretz. Imru v'goyim Adonai malach, Aftikon tevel v'altimot. Yadin amim b'mesharim, Yismechu hashamayim b'tagel haaretz. Yeramayam umelo Yalo Sadai Bechol asher bo Aziranenu kol hatzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel v'tzedek ve'amim be'emunato yalai yalai yalalai yalai 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 We'll turn the page. Shir 17. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismachu hayim rabim anan v'sal sarivav salim mishpat b'chon kiso. We're in the middle of the page. Shama batismak Tzion v'tagelna banot Yehuda למען משפטיך אדוני כי אתה אדוני עליון על כל הארץ ועון עלית על כל אלוהים ואדוני סינורה שומר נפשות חסידיו מיד השם יצילם וזרוע על הצדיק צלב שמחה שמחו צדיקים באדוני ועוזו לזכר קודשו. Page 18, we'll sing to God again. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki niflahot asa hoshia lo yeminu ozero hakashonia Adonai yeshuvato ve'hinei hagoyim kilati kato zachar chazo ve'emunato levet Yisrael rahu kol achsei haaretz et yeshuat Eloheinu arviu l'Adonai kol haaretz bitu v'ranenu v'zameru zamru l'Adonai bechinor v'kol zimra בחצוצרות וקול שופר הריעו לבני המלך אדוני ירמיהו ומלכו תבל ויושביה והרוטים האוכף יחד הרים ירננו לפני אדוני קיבה משפט הארץ ישפוט בצדק let's just jump ahead to page 20. If you don't have a guitar sitting on your lap, you can stand up. You may be seated. So at the bottom of page 20, Na v'koach v'koach gedulat yemincha yemincha tatitzeru rakaverina tamecha sageveinu tareinu nohra Anna v'koach v'koach gedulat yemincha yemincha tatitzeru rakaverina tamecha sageveinu tareinu nohra Elai lalai lalai elai lalai lalai elai lalai lalai elai lalai. So much of Kabbalat Shabbat is helping us to get into the mindset of being open to connection, being open to feeling the presence of God, being open to welcoming Shabbat. What we are doing here is a little bit magical. We take an ordinary evening, an evening that to so many other people is just Friday night, and we say, no, it's not just Friday night. This is a time of blessing. This is a time where we turn that ordinary weekday time into this holy time of Shabbat. And it's especially appropriate on this week, because this week is along to our reading tomorrow, Achrei Mot Kadoshim. It's a double parsha, but I'm going to look at the second part, Kadoshim. Kadoshim to you, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. God says to Moshe to speak to the people of Israel. We heard that one before. People, be holy. Why are you supposed to be holy? Because I'm holy. God is holy. If God's holy, we all can be holy. I think in a lot of communities, a lot of cultures, a lot of traditions, the idea of emulating God is almost sacrilegious. How could we copy God? God is God, we're people. We're not anywhere near the same level. We're not on anywhere near the same level. I'm not saying that. But what it says to be a Jew is to say we're going to try. As God clothes the naked, we're going to clothe the naked. As God feeds the hungry, we're going to feed the hungry. As God gives shelter to those who need shelter, we're going to give shelter. And we're going to take this time and we're going to feed our souls. And we're going to lift up in song together. So we'll turn to Lecha Dodi, one of my favorite parts of the Kabbalat Shabbat service. So since I have to follow along here, I'm going to do the first one, the second one, the last one on the page, the Hiturari, and then we're going to turn and do the last one where we stand up and face the entrance and Boi Chala welcome the Shabbos bride. Lechadoti likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechandodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela. First verse. Shamor v'zachor v'nibor echad Yishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad U'shemo echad V'shemo teferet v'litila Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki hi mekor habracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof maaseh b'machshavatila Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Bottom of the page. Hitoreri, hitoreri Kiva oreh kumi ori Ori shir daberi Kevod Adonai alayich nigla Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala. We rise. Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Turn the page. Boi v'shalom ateret bala Gam besimcha ofet zochola Toch emunei am sekula Boi chala Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Repeat the chorus. Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela Lechadodi likrat kala Bnei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. We turn to page 23 to the song for Shabbat. Yizmor shir liyom haShabbat Tov leoto l'Adonai Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon Shabbat tov leodol Adonai ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון מעלום סכנאי בלבך On yenon besecha deshenim verananim yiru lehakir ki ashar Adonai tzuri velo avlatavo. Page 24. Adonai malach eolach esh lavesh Adonai otitazar avtikon tevel vatimun. Nasun Adonai. Mikolod ma'im rahavim adirim atirim mishberehiyam Mikolot mahim rahabim adirim mishberehiyam adir v'marom Adonai adir v'marom Adonai adir v'marom Adonai Edotecha nevot mechol levetcha nevach kodesh Adonai liorech yamim. If you are currently in mourning or saying Kaddish for Yartzai, please join with me on page 24. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah Be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlech malchutei B'chayechon v'yamachon v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala v'zman kariv yimru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitzadar v'yitzalev v'yitzalal shmei d'kudsha b'richum La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damran b'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. May be seated. Switching spots. So in Pirkei Avot, in the sort of additional piece at the end tacked on to Pirkei Avot, chapter 6, at the 7th Mishnah says, Gedola Torah shehi notenet hayim la'oseha ba'olam hazeh u'ba'olam haba. How amazing, how wonderful, how fabulous is Torah, because if we accept it, if we live it, if we are part of Torah, it gives us not only life in this world, but in Olam Haba. And where is this taught? It says, Shenamar ki chayim hem lemotzechem olakol basaro marpeh. And the Solomon taught in Mishlei and Proverbs, for they are a life to those who find them and health to all their flesh. And then it goes on and says, Rafa'ot tehi leshadecha v'shikui la'atzmotecha. And it'll be health to your body and health to your bones. And it says, it's chayim chi l'machazikim ba v'tomchecha me'ushar. It is a tree of life to those who have passed to it, and all its supporters are happy. And then it goes on, Ki leviat henhem l'roshecha v'nakim legargonetecha, for they are a graceful garland for your head, and pendants, a necklace for you, and it will place a garland upon you and give you a crown. And then later on it says, Ki bihi yarbu yamecha ve'osifu lecha shenot chayim. And through me, it says in Proverbs, through God, our days will increase and years are added to life. Orech yamim b'yimina, bismola, osher v'chavod, and in the left is long life, or in the right is long life, and in the left are honor and well-being. Ki orech yamim ushnot chaim v'shalom yosifu lach. For long life, years of life and peace will they bring us. Now, here's the hard part. That's our dream, right? We want to see a world where doing the right thing, all our dreams are fulfilled. But all the way back then, this is not a new problem. The rabbi said, but it doesn't always work that way. And how do we gain the strength to go through on the days when it feels like the wrong people are getting rewarded and the wrong people are getting punished? So that's one answer. We say, okay, maybe not right now, but olam haba. And to me, so much of what it means to be a Jew is forget about the reward. We're not doing the right thing in order to get the blessing. We're doing the right thing because it's the right thing. And elsewhere in Pirkei Avot, it says that basically the reward, the mitzvah leads to mitzvah, and aveira leads to aveira. That doing the right thing leads to doing the right thing, and doing the wrong thing leads to doing the wrong thing. Because all of us have our darchei shalom, all of us have our paths of peace. But sometimes we get a little bit lost. Sometimes we've wandered and explored a different way. And sometimes it feels the farther we get off the path, the harder it is to get back on. But to me, one of the great blessings of our tradition is, it says, don't give up. Don't forget about it. Don't say, oh yeah, I missed this, I'm done. Say, okay, I missed that. How can I move forward in the right direction again? And to me, I've mentioned before, there's right now we are in the days of the Omer. It was Pesach. We left Egypt, and we are going to Shavuot, where we received the Torah, and unlike Dayenu, that said it would have been enough, I argue it wouldn't have been enough. We needed to get out of Egypt in order that we get to the Torah, and we need both pieces. So we've been counting our way through this journey, and we find ourselves, this past week, had the blessing of Yom HaAtzmaut, Yom HaZikaron, remembering the founding of the State of Israel, and 75 years. And today is the 22nd day of the Omer, which is 3 weeks and 1 day of the Omer, which means we're not quite halfway there. But there's two schools of thoughts on the blessing of the Omer. And one school of thought, which is what many Ashkenazi commentators say, is if you miss one, you're out. You still need to count every night, but you don't get to say the blessing because it's one blessing from the beginning to the end. And so if you miss one, you lost your chance. But I have to agree with the Sephardic rabbis in this one. Because the Sephardic rabbis say each night is its own mitzvah. So if you're counting from 1 to 49 and you forgot 23, well, there's 24. And when you get to 24, say the blessing, count the Omer, and keep going. Because I think on this one, the Ashkenazi sort of the perspective leaves us a little bit bereft. Because if you miss it, then you feel like you missed out on everything. But if you take the Sephardic viewpoint, which I'm going to take, then we have another chance each and every day. And to me, that's so much of what life is. Each and every day, Bezrat Hashem, each and every day, God willing, we've got another chance. So hopefully that's a positive lesson for today. And we will turn to the evening service on page 28. We'll rise for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Mevorach. Baruch Mevorach Le'olam Ha'ed. Baruch may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu kol ha'am asher b'yadav ma'aravi v'aravim bo k'mal v'tevim. U'ma'avir yahom u'mevi layla u'mavdil ben yom u'ben layla Adonai tzva'ot shemo El chai v'kayam tamidim loch aleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Amari v'aravim. Page 29. Avat olam bet Yisrael amcha Torah mitzvot ukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Alakein Adonai Eloheinu b'shakmeinu avkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem hayenu v'orech yameinu v'orech yameinu u'bahem nekeh yomam v'layla yomam v'layla v'yavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem V'yavtanu le'echa b'chol levacha b'chol nafshem v'lecha v'yorosh v'yorosh Vayom Adonai Moshe lemol daber el bnei Yisrael adotam u'sungam tzitzit aknaf telam tzitzit ertoto taturu charev v'chem nechem Hashem tzalim v'chem leman tizakaru tzid makom tzadai Hashem Yidon lechem shotzeti yadam etzayim li'om ha'mal lechem emed v'nachazok eleinu. We're in the middle of page 32. U'melchuto b'ratzon kiblu alechem Moshe v'nei Yisrael achanu shira b'simcha rava v'yamru kulam mi chamocha va'elim Adonai mi kamocha nerar b'kodesh Norati lo tosefele Malchut zechar uvaneha Bokeyam lifnei Moshe Zeili anov yavro Adonai yimloch leolam vahed V'nemar kifad Adonai et Yaakov Ugolo mirazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai gal Yisrael. The bottom right corner of 33, we'll read together. O God, you are a consolation to your creatures. For moments of forgetting, we but call to mind your care, and we are comforted. When we hope no more, a pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. Our sorrows dissipate in the presence of an infant's smile, and old men's words revive our will to wish. Your hints are everywhere, your signals in the most remote of places. You are here, we fail words to say, Ma Tov. How good our breath, our rushing energies, our silences of love. Praise to you, God, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all God's people Israel, over Jerusalem, and over the entire world. We'll rise on page 34 for Vishamru and the Chatzi Kaddish, and then pages 35 to 40, we take time to offer our own blessings, to give thanks for the gift of Shabbat. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. איי 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 בהני עובד בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבם, ויעמד יברח ירותי וימלך מלכותי, בחייכנו ויומכנו ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי עולמי. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ושלום ונשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ביעלמה ואמרו amen. We'll take time for our personal prayer, 35. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו. השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, כונס שמיים וארץ, מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו, האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו, כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, לפניו נבון ביראה בפחד, ונודע לשמוע בכל יום תמיד מן הברכות אל ההודון אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה לעמדו שני עונג, זכר למעשה v'reshit. On page 48, we'll recite together, Our God and God of our ancestors, find favor in your Shabbat rest. Instill in us the holiness of your mitzvot, and let your Torah be our portion. Fill our lives with your goodness and gladden us with your triumph. Cleanse our hearts so we might serve you faithfully, lovingly, and willingly, Adonai our God. Grant that we inherit your holy Shabbat, so that the people of Israel who hallow your name will always find rest on this day. Praised are you, Adonai, who hallows Shabbat. יתגדל יגדל שמי רבה, ויעמד יברך כבותי ומנחמכותי בחיוכון ובמנחותך בית ישראל בזמן קריב ימרו אמן. ישמי רבה מפורח לעולם לעולמי עולמי יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר בשם מן הסייף יתהדר ותלך ותלל שמי לקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כל ברכת ושתורת תושבחת ונחמת תדברינו ביומה וימרו. תתקבל צלונה וכון דכל ישראל קדם ובהון דשמיא וימרו. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו בכושל וימרו. עושה שלום במרומך, ויעשה שלום עלינו בכושל וימרו. אמן. סברי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר כשנה מצוותיו ורצה בנו, בשבת קודשו ביעבור רצון, הנחיל לנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תהילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל עמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. As I mentioned, now the Omer is counted when it is dark out, so it is not quite there yet. So today has been the 22nd day of the Omer, as I mentioned before, and after the sun truly sets, you can count the one that comes after 22. And, as I mentioned, you might want to try saying the blessing. Page 51. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tei gdula le'atzer breshit, shelo asanu priyei haratzot ve'lo samanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo sam elkeinu kahem, ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, melech malei זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ונתיים ודתיים והשבותי לבבך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים עמך, ועל הארץ מתחתינו אין עולם. כן, נקווה לך אלוהינו יוצא תקנון במלכות שלנו. הכתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו may be seated. This week, we remember Mark Allen Shanofsky, Benjamin Barth, Thelma Rothstein, Hyman Phillips, Ray Herman, Miriam Zwerin, Dr. Mitchell Levine, Rose Schweitzer, Alma Wadler, Ruth Amchin, Elizabeth Ann Phillip, Sophie Dunoff, Sena Sigler, Rosa Lee Gallant, Stuart Wagner, Lillian Rosenblatt Smith, Samuel Vinegar, Betty Sherman, Edwin Silverstein, Arlene Verona, Jack Poland, Siegfried Hirschman, Alyssa Polsky, Bernard Levin, Lena Proctor, Samuel Eig, Michael Douglas Paul, Diana Levin, Philip Benjamin, Anna Lachter, Riva Shirley Gelb, Angela Jean Clement, Minnie Feldman, Isidore Smolowitz, Jerome Gilbert, John P. Samela, Joyce Smith, Lottie Sampson, and Rose Epstein. May their memories be a blessing. Those observing a yard site or in the time of mourning, the Kaddish is found on page 52. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash me'rabah. Bi'alma divrach rotei v'yamlech malchutei. B'chayachon v'yamechon v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha b'richum. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata damran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imru mav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. So the Shabbat on the road at my house, the registration is closed, but you can put your name on the wait list. And a week from Tuesday, I'll have coffee talk with the rabbi. Sisterhood's event, just for the laugh of it, is a week from Wednesday. And then 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to have the Shabbatons up here. And then we're going to have a joyful Shabbat dinner, and we are putting a cap on that one too. So that one is 50 reservations. So get those in as soon as possible. And then tomorrow we have an Israeli-themed Kiddush lunch in honor of Yom Ha'atzmaut, that was in Israel's 75th birthday. That's what I got. We'll conclude with Yigdal, page 53. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtahak nimtza v'yened el metzihuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו דמות הקוף ואין הקוף, לא נערוך אליו קדושתו, מון לכל דבר אשר נברא, שון בין ראשית לראשיתו, Hino Adon Olam v'chol nahotza yoreh gedulato malchuto shefa nevuato netano el anshe segulato v'tifarto lokam b'Yisrael k'Moshe hod navi umabit et munato Torat v'natan le'amoel el chad neviah neman beito לא יחליף האל ולא ימיר דתו לעולמים לזולתו צופה ויודע סתרנו מביא לו סוף דבר וקדמתו גומל איש חסד כמפעלו נותן לרשע רע כרישתו ישלח גשמים משיחנו לפתור מקקת ששועתו מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו ברוך עד שם תהילתו מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו ברוך עד שם תהילתו. May we find praise for God in all of our breath, and let us say Shabbat Shalom. And we wish Kent a nice time in Boston.